This car makes me nervous a little bit because if you guys have been following the channel for a while, man, if y'all even know, this car actually took a piece of my finger. If you can see, if it zooms in, you can see I got a little bit of a nub here. You know what I mean? It's hard to focus, but I got a little bit of a nub here. It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today we're not gonna do too much. It's cold out here. Don't let the short sleeves fool you, man. It's like 51 degrees up in here. It's still cold. I just didn't put on a hoodie or a jacket or whatever. But today I'm going to show you guys what goodies we got for the Impala, man. We got a parts haul in. You know what I'm saying? Now, had I known that, you know what I'm saying, like Black Friday and Cyber Monday were so close now, I ordered these parts probably like a couple weeks ago. But, you know what I'm saying, maybe I would have waited a little bit longer for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. But what I wanted to do was I was trying to hurry up and get everything for the Impala straight. And so, like, I've talked about this in a couple of videos or whatever, but I wanted to get my parts so that I could get everything done. Had I known the rear control arms, were going to be that difficult, I probably would have just waited until Cyber Monday or Black Friday or something to get the parts a little bit cheaper. But it is what it is, man. It's not a big deal. We got them in, so I'm still waiting on one more part, or I guess one more pair of parts to come in. Well, I haven't ordered them yet, but I'm waiting to order them. And then once we order them, we can attack everything and, you know, get everything all situated and straight with the Impala, man. I really want to turn this camera around and show y'all what I see, because I'm looking at my Impala and it's like, dang. Like, I mean, it's still not all the way together. There's still a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like in awe about the way it looks now. Every time I step into the garage, man, I'm just like, dang. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, before you jump into the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Also, I reached out to the giveaway winner on Instagram and also YouTube. I don't really know how to reach out anywhere else. I have not heard back from the giveaway winner. So tune on 24s. If you watch this video or come across this video, go ahead and reach out to me, bro, because you did win the Flowmaster 44s. If not, we are going to be doing the giveaway again next Saturday. So it's not this Saturday coming up, which is the 3rd, I believe. It will be next Saturday. So Saturday the 10th. Saturday the 10th, we will be dropping another live video, and we will do the spin wheel again for the giveaway winner. Hopefully I got everybody's names saved and all that kind of stuff, so I don't have to type them again, because I really don't want to do that. But that will be the course of action. So if, you know what I mean, if I do not hear back by the 10th, we will be doing a giveaway again to somebody else. And hopefully I don't run into this issue. Hopefully if I reach out to you, whoever is the giveaway winner again, they go ahead and give me their contact information, and I can get these Flowmasters out and about, you know what I mean? Because I don't want them in my garage anymore. I want to get them out because I don't like clutter. I don't like things just sitting around. I want to get them out of here. So, like I said, if anybody knows Toon on 24s personally or anything like that, reach out to him. Let him know that he won the Flowmaster 44s. If not, we're going to be doing it again, and somebody else will have the opportunity to win. Yeah, so anyways, the next giveaway that we do, we're going to do it a little bit differently. I think I want to make it a little bit more competitive, and I want it to be a little bit more of a buy-in for you guys. Basically meaning that, you know what I'm saying, you're more interested in winning, not just, you know, people that have like subscribed to the channel and made a comment and then, you know what I mean, like it's just, they're not really invested. I'm not saying any of you guys are not invested, but I'm just saying in general. I went all the way back to the Flowmaster, the exhaust video, the install video, and what I saw was a lot of people were reoccurring, reoccurring, made comments and stuff like that, invested in the channel and stuff like that. But there were also a lot of people who made just one comment and you know, like, that's what it was. But I ended up putting everybody's name in there anyway, just because, like I said, you know what I mean, that's how it was gonna go down, and that's how it did go down. But the next giveaway, since I will be dropping a bag for a Dakota Digital for one of you guys to win, hopefully you guys can use it. For one of you guys to win, I want a little bit more of a buy-in, as far as, you know, subscribe to the channel, commenting, all that type of stuff, and then we'll see what we do. We'll see. Like, I'm not 100% decided on that yet. We got a long ways to go to 5,000. I would love to grow a lot faster. However, how it's looking is it will take a little bit of time. So we have some time to figure it out, but I just want to let y'all know that for the next giveaway winner for the Dakota Digital, excuse me, it doesn't matter if you have a BBody, a G-body, a dunk, you know, a square body, whatever. If you can use a Dakota Digital, yo, I want to help somebody out and I want to bless somebody. So anyways, let me go ahead and turn this camera around. I'm going to show you guys what, you know what I'm saying, we're doing today, because I haven't opened anything up to this point until this day. So I want to open things up and show y'all what I got and then chop it with y'all for a little bit. So anyways, man, let's go ahead and jump to the video. All right, y'all, I just had to stand at the top of the stairs to show y'all what I see when I walk into the garage. You know what I'm saying? And this makes me feel so happy to be able to know that this is the product of my hard work and dedication. You know what I'm saying? The only person that has stepped in this garage to lend a hand has been Dash. You know what I'm saying? As far as everything else, I literally built these cars myself. Like, this one doesn't have a motor swap or nothing like that yet. That one has a motor swap because the original motor that came in that car was completely shot dead. We took it out, put a new one in there, and then we'll get another motor swap. This one, who knows? But right now, I just want this to be reliable. You know what I'm saying? However, you know what I mean? Like, this makes me feel so happy to be able to come out here and know that, yo, every single day I come out here and I see these, it's like, yo, it would be cool if I sent it off to the shop and it came home and it's like, oh yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? My car's dope. My car's fresh. Yeah, that's me, whatever. That's cool. But to know that you did it, it's a totally different story, man. And I kind of want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to chop it with y'all for a second. Just give me a second, y'all. I really want to denounce the shop thing, man, because there's so many people out here getting taken advantage of. Your car go to the shop for 9 months, 10 months, and they don't do anything to it. They just keep asking you for more and more money. You know what I'm saying? You get a motor build, you know what I'm saying, a motor swap, whatever it is, and the motor ends up being a fire hazard. You know what I'm saying? So you in jeopardy of, you know what I'm saying, losing your whole project plus the $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 you're gonna spend into it. Excuse me. These two cars will rival any car on the street. I'm telling you that now. And it's not even, they're not shop built. They're garage built. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you, man, that with a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of dedication, hard work, any of that type of stuff, you can build your own car, man. I'm tired of seeing people getting taken advantage of. And I'm going to put on the screen what I saw, you know what I'm saying, in the Don't group a couple of weeks ago. It says, has anybody paid $10,000 plus for an interior job? Like, bruh, where do you guys find these people, man? Like, where do you guys find these people that take advantage of y'all? And I'm not saying that homie was taken advantage of or nothing like that. It was just a question. But to say that, you know what I'm saying, you paying $10,000 just for the interior, that is insane to me. And granted, you probably pay that and get a nice ass interior. But at the end of the day, man, $10,000 for the interior, and then when you try to go to sell the car, the potential buyers don't like the interior that you put in here, you're never gonna get that back. And a lot of people are expecting to get what they put into the car out of the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Nava, I think his name is, with the blue dunk, the blue and red gold dunk. Homie said $300,000 for a drop top dunk. Like, where? Like, I understand every bolt has been touched. I understand the motor. I understand the top 5 and all that, whatever. But, yo, it's kind of hard to get people to pay $300,000 when a dunk went for auction for $13,000. A pristine dunk went for $13,000, but you're expecting people to buy into your vision of what you thought was dope and pay $300,000. Don't get me wrong. That car is a SEMA car. It's a beautiful car. It's dope as hell. In my opinion, top 5, I guess, whatever it is that, you know what I'm saying? However, that's his vision still, you know what I'm saying? I can't expect anybody this Elko. There's people that don't like the gold rims, you know what I'm saying? That's my vision. I can't expect somebody to drop $40,000 on this car because I think it's dope. Because it's painted nice, it got the gold rims, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have an LS motor and all that kind of stuff. I can't expect anybody to pay nothing like that when I know how much I spent into the car, you know what I'm saying? I know how much I spent in the car, and I'll probably never get it back. For one, the car will never be for sale. But this car will eventually be a frame off, rear end done, motor done. Everything will be done on this car. But I can't expect to sell this car for $40,000. I know the pandemic done got everybody's head messed up. You know what I'm saying? I know the pandemic done shot car prices up, but hey, we're not in that market just like that. We're not in that market no more. People are not paying $1 million for these cars no more. You know what I'm saying? Granted, shout out to homie if he gets $300,000. That is dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I hope to be able to build a car like that to be able to sell for that much. However, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy to send your car to a shop and you pay $100,000, but you expect somebody else to pay $150,000 for a shop built car when it really does not cost $100,000. Now, granted, I digress. It does cost $100,000 to build some cars, depending on what has been done and how much fabrication has been done. But if you expecting somebody to you know, you're paying $100,000 to, you know, paint a car and install a LS motor and all that kind of stuff, like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy to me because I already know how much that car has cost me, and I know how much this car has cost me. This car doesn't even have a motor yet. And maybe, you know, that motor over there might go into this car, but this motor over here will probably be, well, over time, will probably cost me roughly around $10,000, right? For everything. Like, once it's done, 100%, probably about $10,000. And then installing it in here with a new transmission, another $3,000-$4,000. Install it in here, that's about $14,000, right? The paint cost me about, I would say about $1,500 to paint a candy paint job on my Impala. Now, it's not perfect. It's not a shop paint job. But at the end of the day, it cost me $1,500 in material. Yeah, okay, if you add my labor and stuff like that, cool. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the car for $1,500. The suspension and everything like that over time will probably be $3,000 or $4,000. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about $17,000 in the Impala that's going to be, and then plus the wheels. So we'll talk about $20,000 in the Impala that's going to be beautiful. But at the end of the day, I may never see that because that's my vision. That's my vision coming to life. You know what I'm saying? This car too is the same thing, $20,000, $25,000. I will never see that because that's my vision coming to life. You feel what I'm saying? I think people got the game messed up, man. Like, really taking these cars to these shops and dropping these bags and getting taken advantage of. And then it's like they're expecting to get that type of bread back. It just don't work like that. Now, if this, you know what I'm saying, original, like, especially because of the miles too. If this is original 96 Impala, you know what I'm saying, with 20,000 miles on it, pristine condition, I might be able to fetch $25,000, $30,000. Maybe 30 is kind of pushing it, but maybe $25,000. But with my vision, I'm not going to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish people would, you know what I'm saying, get out and touch their own car and do their own work and appreciate it a little bit more instead of sending it to these shops and getting robbed by these shops and expecting that money to come back to them based on what they paid. It's like, oh, I spent $100,000. Okay, you spent $100,000, but you got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that $100,000 is in a paint job that's just regular like this. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're talking about gold flake and all that, like lowrider type stuff, I can see that. Like a Mr. Cartoon, I can see that. But somebody that don't even sand it down to bare metal, they just sand it down to, you know, the base coat that was previously on there, do a little bit of body work, and then they spray the car. You can't tell me that that's a $100,000 paint job. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some of these donks, don't get me wrong. When you talking about big boy power and motors and all that type of stuff, and you talking about frame off and bare metal and every nut and bolt turn, I can see 100 bands. But there's so many people out here that's not paying $100,000 or not doing $100,000 worth of work on these cars. There's like 90% of people. And I know I'm ranting and I'm sorry for that, y'all. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I see these comments that people make, it frustrates me because it's like, yo, people are out here really getting taken advantage of like that. You feel me? And that's not fair, man. That's not cool. That's not fair. It's not cool to take advantage of people. I'm the type of person that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a 100 type person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool person with everybody that I come in contact with. And y'all know that if y'all have ever interacted with me in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to see people taken advantage of, man. It makes me sick, yo. Like, it's just massively frustrating, y'all. And I hope that I'm able to motivate y'all to get out in the garage or wherever facilities that y'all have. Get out there and do it. And you can't tell me about no, yo, I don't have no garage or nothing like that. This motor, the motor in this car, the transmission in this car, the wiring in this car, everything in this car was built in a driveway and in a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the car was painted in a garage, but the motor, the transmission, the wiring in this car was done in a driveway and in a parking lot, y'all. You can't tell me about, you know what I'm saying, no grind, bruh. That's my channel, Grind School. You can't tell me about none of that, man. Everything else is excuses. The paint type situation, I get that. But you can't tell me about no grind, y'all. Anyways, man, let me get to what this video is about. I went on a rant. I went on a tangent because it pisses me off that these shops take advantage of people. Somebody said they got like $20,000 in stereo equipment. Like, bruh, how? You can get eight subwoofers for $1,500 and get 2 amps, 1,000 watt amps or whatever, 3,000, whatever watt amps for, you know what I'm saying, less than $1,000. Quality stuff. Where's the $20,000, yo? Like, where? And you're expecting to transfer that over to a buyer because of your vision? Nah, bruh. No, sir. No way. Anyways, man, let me go ahead and get to what this video is about, man. I went on a tangent, and I apologize for that, but let me get to what this video is about. All right, y'all. So this is the latest parts haul that I got. So like I said before, man, I got everything for this Impala except the tubular control arms. That's it. I don't have the control arms, and I'm going to replace the control arms because I thought about it, and my neighbor actually came over, and he was like, yo, bro, you might want to, you know what I'm saying, go with the tubulars because with the bigger wheels, I know you're going to switch all the ball joints and all that kind of stuff, but with the bigger wheels and, you know, the horsepower, obviously this car's not going to have horsepower immediately. It might down the road. With the bigger wheels, you're going to want the extra strength with these, and especially going with coilovers because the stock stuff, obviously, and that's the reason why I ordered, you know what I'm saying, like my tie rods and my center link and my ball joints and all that stuff is because I'm not trying to pop a ball joint and be left on the side of the road with a torn up fender, and now I'm having to paint the whole entire car again and doing all this other extra stuff. I don't want that to happen. It's a lot of work for this car. You know what I mean? Sorry, I was trying to listen to something. But anyways, with the coilovers, I want to have, you know what I'm saying, the tubulars as well. I got the tubulars and everything, the coilovers, all that stuff solid on the Elko. And I want to do the same thing here. I want to get the suspension right. I want to be able to dial it in, especially if I'm going with bigger wheels. I want to be able to adjust the suspension exactly how I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you can see, the Elko sits right over the wheels. Like, right over the wheels. You could barely see, you know what I'm saying, the top of the wheel. And if you bend down, you can see the top of the wheel. Or the top of the tire. It kind of cuts off the tire a little bit. Same thing over here with the Impala, the same thing. I like my cars low sitting on the wheels and stuff. So what we got in this box, man, I'm not gonna open this one yet, but in this box we got my coilovers for the front end of this car. Like I said, I got my ball joints, my control arms, my sway bar link kits, the whole nine. Everything to do the front end on this car, I got except the idler arm. I didn't get the pitman arm either because you don't really need to change that. And then I got my sway bars. So I would have installed this the other day, this rear sway bar. Unfortunately though, I gotta wait for the bushing sleeves or whatever for the other control arm on the other side, which I did order, which should be here today. If not, I'll just get do what one of somebody suggested, and what Dash also suggested is get a smaller 8 grade bolt and just throw it in there, and we'll be good to go, squared away like that. That's just how we'll rock. But this is the rear control arm. This is the rear sway bar, and then in this box is the front sway bar. So this car will be full QA1 suspension, everything, like upper and lower control arms in the back, sway bars, coilovers in the back, upper and lower control arms in the front, QA1s in the front, and then brand new steering linkage and all that kind of stuff. Now, I already have, this car really stops really, really well with the stock brakes on there, the stock calipers, I should say, but it has drilled and slotted rotors, all that. I don't really necessarily need the extra stopping power because this car is not putting down that much power. But at the end of the day, I got a parts haul in, and I should have waited for Cyber Monday and, you know what I'm saying, Black Friday and all that, but it is what it is, man. We got it in here, and we're going to install everything, so stay tuned for that. I'm not too worried about the whole front end, anymore, because the sway bar is disconnected already, because the sway bar link kit on the driver's side popped off or whatever. I don't know how that happened, but it popped off, so that is not connected on that side. This side is still connected. And then we have lowering springs on the front, so I'm not really worried about the spring popping out, because as soon as I release tension on the lower control arm, the spring is just going to fall out of there. So I was more worried about it when it had the stock stuff, because there's so much tension on the spring, but that's not the case anymore. And also, too, this front end has some cheap O'Reilly's mono tube shocks on it, too. I just did that because the shocks that were on here in the first place were like shot, I guess. They weren't necessarily shot, but they were older. And so I decided to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, do what I had to do and, you know, grab some shocks real quick. Now, this car makes me nervous a little bit, because if you guys have been following the channel for a while, man, if y'all even know, this car actually took a piece of my finger. If you can see, if it zooms in, you can see I got a little bit of a nub here. You know what I mean? It's hard to focus, but I got a little bit of a nub here. This side of the, I was taking off I was replacing the spring on this side. I had already did the other side, and I was replacing this side. And I was trying to get the, you know, the regular spring out of there to get the lowering springs on there. And I had an extension on the ratchet. My hand was on top of the ratchet, trying to hold the nut on the sway bar link kit on the top down. And so, like, I had an impact on the bottom, and I'm screwing the nut out. As soon as the nut released on the top, the sway bar pinned my hand between the upper control arm and the ratchet. And it instantly, I yanked my hand out, yanked my hand back. And I thought that, you know what I'm saying, like, it just had cut my hand real bad. But when I was done, you know what I'm saying, the front tip of my finger, you know what I'm saying, was like hanging off. It didn't sever all the way through, but I didn't have a nail, and it was hanging off. As you can tell, it's like a little bit distorted. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you my other finger. That's what it should look like. And I know it's not focusing, but you can see that this finger looks totally different than this finger. You feel me? So this car actually took a piece of my finger, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Cars are dangerous to work on, so I get anybody that doesn't want to work on a car, but yo, it is what it is, man. It's a part of the game. I always say that if you're an athlete, you're kind of psychotic a little bit, because athletes, they get used to, you know what I'm saying, playing ball or doing whatever they're doing. They get hurt and they go right back out there once they're healed. They get hurt, they go right back out there. It's kind of the same thing. I've been an athlete pretty much my whole life. And, you know, cars are no different. Now, granted, the severity of the injury, you don't want to get injured working on the car, so you definitely want to be careful. However, you know what I'm saying, like, it is what it is. We're going to thug it out. We're going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? I did the whole front end on that car, you know what I'm saying, like, earlier this summer. And, you know, no harm, no foul, but you can't get hurt. So don't get me wrong. It is a dangerous game that we play. But at the end of the day, man, that's what it is to this whole front end. And I know I went on a tangent and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying, we gonna get everything taken care of. I just wanted to show y'all my parts haul, and I'm getting all of this together as well. So I'm ordering all the parts for this motor and getting this motor. I gotta install the cam bearings. I gotta get some bearings for the connecting rods, the main cap bearings, and then once I do that, I can build the bottom end of the motor. We're gonna paint it, we're gonna clean the pistons and all that. We'll put the bottom end together, and then we'll start deciding what we're gonna do with these cylinder heads. I'm probably gonna do double springs, roller rockers, and then I'm thinking about the cam kit that I'm gonna order. I think I've selected one, but I won't know until, you know what I'm saying, like we get there. So anyways, stay tuned, because this motor is going to come together really, really quickly. And then after this is done, we're going to slap it into the car, source the transmission, slap all that into the car, get a new drive shaft, and then we'll think about what we're going to do with the rear end. But anyways, man, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all my parts haul for today. Or not for today, for, you know what I'm saying, like what I just got in. And just, you know, keeping y'all updated on where we at, man, because we getting there, y'all. We are definitely getting there. And, you know what I'm saying, like, we just gonna keep rocking. We gonna keep rocking and keep, you know, keep working as hard as we can just to, you know, make it do what it do, y'all. But anyways, man, yeah, I just wanted to cut y'all on real quick. Y'all, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know it wasn't nothing crazy. I just wanted to show y'all what we got up next, what I got in. And I know I went on a little bit of a tangent, started rambling about other stuff or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, I feel like it was all relevant, you know what I mean? And also too, like I said, man, once I get to yapping, sometimes I get to yapping, especially if I'm passionate. And I'm definitely passionate about, you know what I'm saying, people not getting taken advantage of, man. It makes me, like, it pisses me off, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll tell y'all this last story. I know, I've been talking or whatever, but I was at the car wash one day, washing my Camaro. And so this guy comes up, right? This guy comes up, and he's, like, talking to the guy that's cleaning up the property or whatever. The guy that's cleaning up the property has some headphones in. And so anyways, the guy that's cleaning up the property doesn't hear him. So the guy that's in the truck, you know what I'm saying, starts to get irate with the other guy. So the other guy takes out his headphones and is like, "Hey, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't hear you. I had my headphones in." The other guy starts talking all kind of rah-rah type ish. And so, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting there like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, like he like kind of starts off and almost hits the other guy. So instantly, you know what I'm saying, my instinct, you know what I'm saying, my blood starts boiling, I start fuming. Instantly seeing somebody in, not necessarily distress, but I knew homie was at work. I knew that he was doing whatever he had to do. And if he goes off on homie, he could lose his job and probably, you know what I'm saying, his livelihood and all that type of stuff. So I stepped up. I'm like, "What's up, bro?" Like, you know, not to say, you know, I'm trying to be confrontational, nothing like that. But I stepped up in homie's defense, and, you know, I started approaching the other dude, which, you know, in hindsight might have not been whatever the best decision, but in the moment, I'm seeing somebody being treated a certain way, which I don't agree with, man. If you're somebody like that, man, you can unsubscribe and not follow me or nothing like that, because I hate people taking advantage of people. I hate people disrespecting people and treating people a certain way. It makes me feel some type of way. But anyways, so I approached the guy, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, he wants to all of a sudden, you know, drive off all fast and, you know, whatever. And then as he's driving off, flick me off and skirt out the parking lot. And it's like, yo, bro, like, you don't treat people like that. Clearly, homie had his headphones in, he couldn't hear you. As soon as he recognized that you were talking to him, he took his headphones out and he was respectful to you. So for you to act like that and try to, you know what I'm saying, like, do whatever you did and almost hit him, that's not cool. That's not okay. Anyways, man, like I said, I see that with these shops, man. They disrespect people. They, you know what I'm saying, they take advantage of people. They take people's money, sit on it, do whatever they do with it. And it's sickening, bro. It's really, really sickening. And, you know what I'm saying, like, there are a bunch of good, reputable shops out there. So if you guys are good, reputable shops, I'm not talking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's people that actually do really good work and treat people with the utmost respect. But there's a lot of people who treat people like shit, man. And it, like I said, man, like I said, when I get passionate about something, I apologize for y'all, you know, to y'all. but it just makes me feel some type of way. I'm not the type of person that likes to see people getting taken advantage of. I'm not I'm not the type of person to see people getting robbed, all that type of stuff. It just makes me feel some type of way. So anyways, man, I apologize for the rant, but anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time I drop another video. I'll go ahead and conclude this video because I know I've been rambling, but anyways, y'all, I just wanted to jump on here, show y'all what we got so you can know what to expect, what's coming next. The next time I jump on here, hopefully I'm painting my motor and cleaning up the pistons, and we're starting to get into that process, that phase of building the short block. But anyways, man, always remember, work hard so you can live free.